Hello everyone, welcome to my sewing room and welcome to my channel Stash Stitcher. I'm Kim and this is day 7 of the McCall's 8121 sewing journey. Now there are previous videos to this and I will link them in the description below, but this particular video is dedicated to the hem of the jacket. The actual hem procedure went really well, so I'm just going to run the video showing you how I brought it all together, and the instructions, the pattern instructions were actually very clear. So it did need a bit of coaxing into place, but apart from that it went smoothly. So I'll run the video and I'll see you at the other end.
So I've got to the hem and the instructions say to fold up the hem by between 1 inch and 1.5 inches. So I've really just taken from where my zipper is and followed my hemline that I've had chalked in for quite a while, and this has been pressed up by 1.25 inches. So once you've pressed it up, the pattern also suggests that you just put a basting stitch to hold it into place whilst you blind hem. So I've been doing that, and I've been slowly working across blind hemming. But I thought before I encase all of this jacket, I'd just do a bit of a recap on the pocket. So the pocket was made bigger because I just feel happier with bigger pockets because of my hands, and it overhung, so I knew that I would have to cut it back. So this corner has actually been cut off and it's been restitched, and it sits just under that hemline, and I have blind stitched across it, but I've only stitched into the pocket lining. So when I put my hand into my pocket, it's not obstructed by any stitching. So I'm able to put my hand right into the corner of the jacket. Once I've finished blind hemming, I will come back and do the lining. Also, I want to mention that when I was doing the bands, I did decide to interface, and so both the front and the back band have been interfaced, and it's not in the instructions. It doesn't tell you to interface the band in the instructions, but I just felt I wanted the bottom of my jacket to be a little bit more sturdier, and I feel happy with that. So I'm just going to finish off the rest of my blind hemming, and then I will come back and we'll go through placing the lining onto the hem. Right, so the lining. Now I've looked at the instructions and it's pretty straightforward, but one of the sides is different from the other side, and it only shows you how to place the lining on one side. So I'm just going to play around with it and get it nice and flat, and I will be using my double-sided tape. But if you don't have this, then you just use pins. It's just that I find with the tape, it just allows me to work flat. So I've got my lining on the left side of my jacket. So I'm just going to pull that away. So this panel here, I am just going to literally fold it slightly so it sits at an angle like that. Does that look okay? Maybe I should come in down a bit. Yes, okay. Yes, so I'm going to actually fold it right to the bottom there. I'm just going to put a bit of tape in, hold it into place. Now, as you can see, I've been snipping away, so I have taken out some of the bulk in that corner. And the instructions say to turn up the lining by 5/8 of an inch. So I've just chalked marked 5/8 of an inch across. But this bit here, what I want to do is I want to actually taper it from the bottom of that panel into that chalk line, and I have also marked on the hem an inch up from the bottom. So the idea is to place the fold line on the lining to the chalk line on the hem, like that. So what happens is eventually, as the lining falls naturally, it will just fall slightly over naturally like that, and it will just allow some movement in the lining. So at the moment I'm just going to play with placing this part initially, because I want this part to obviously be as flat as possible. So I'm just going to play. So that bit, so that will be hand stitched down. So I'm just going to pin that in. Then I'm going to fold it under. Right, now position that there. Okay, so I'm happy with that side, and this side is slightly different. So I'm just going to push that back, and this actually, I think I will put that underneath, so I get that really tight into that corner, because that's where the zipper is there. And this definitely lays a lot flatter. That's good. I will just pin that. Okay. So I'm just going to use some double-sided tape just to really keep that lining in place. Now obviously this is wash away, so this will wash out once it's been through the washing machine. And that allows me then to fiddle with the end and get this all tucked in. God, it's fiddly. All right. It takes a bit of time getting it into position, but I'd rather just fiddle with it and get it right and get it really tight into that corner, and just to make it look really neat. So I'm happy with that. So I'm just gonna pin that down so that doesn't move, and then I can concentrate on this middle bit, and it should just fit nicely into the bottom of the jacket. So I've got my chalked in 5/8 of an inch seam allowance, and I'm just going to literally pin it to that 1 inch seam allowance that I've marked on the hem. Lovely. So I'm going to carry on doing that, and once I've done that, I'm going to hand stitch all the way along. There she is, all stitched. So it's been stitched all the way from one side right through to the other side into the corner. And the nice thing is when the lining drops down, it shouldn't drop past the hemline. So it should be like that. So then this will then give you lots of space and movement in the jacket, and because it's not restrictive at all, it won't distort the front of the jacket at all. So that's the hem now finished. Quite a bit of hand stitching in the hem. Also there was some in the sleeve as well. I don't mind hand stitching at all, but I know some people don't particularly like it, but it has finished off the jacket really well. Now the jacket is finished, so tomorrow's video I'm going to do a review of not just the jacket but also the pattern and the instructions, and I will do a little bit of a walk around with it on with my skirt and shirt that I've made it to go with. So hopefully you have enjoyed the content of this video, and we're nearly at the end of this series, so I hope you've enjoyed joining me on this journey making this jacket. And if you have, it would be really lovely if you could subscribe if you haven't, and if you are one of my subscribers, hype away, like and comment, and I will see you all tomorrow. So have a lovely day, evening, wherever you are in the world. Catch up with you tomorrow. Bye.